Hey, struggling to train your front of house staff to not only just be order takers, but to be exceptional at service and increasing total revenue? It's hard, I get it, I have dealt with it. But here are proven strategies to get past that hump and to get your servers involved, stoked, and selling at a higher level with better, more exceptional customer service. I know it to be true because I've seen it in person. By the end of this video, you will have actionable, not theoretical, but actionable strategies to take back to your restaurant for your front of house staff so they can start to perform these things at a better, more efficient level. And if you watching this video want my expertise to take your restaurant across the board up with me, I am Mike Bausch, owner of Andolini's Worldwide, a restaurant group here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 12 restaurants, 7 brands, 300 plus employees, and I'm also the creator of the Unsliced Restaurant System, a system I created based upon all the things we do to give to you to up level. So I'm gonna tell you, this stuff works. I had one of my members who used this stuff to the T go up 20% in sales revenue on their average ticket by doing these things. You can have that too, but here's what it takes. And before I even open up this Pandora's box, put in the comments what you've been dealing with, comment what you're running into. I'd love to hear about it. I'll comment back right there below. Step 1 of how you're gonna fix this problem is all your new hires have to have a much more comprehensive onboarding. What do I mean by that? Not simply, here's the menu. It has to be, here's the ethos of the restaurant. Here are our core values. Here's what we stand for. Here is what exceptional looks like. Because if you just think, of course they know, they've eaten at a good restaurant at some point in their life, why aren't they working hard? It's not gonna happen by accident. It has to be clearly explained from the jump. What do you think exceptional experience looks like? What exceptional experience have you had at another restaurant? Detail it down, document it, explain it, have it on video, on paper, and explained in person for that training, which should be no less than 5 days. But that's for your employees as they're onboarding. What are you gonna do with your existing employee? For your existing employees, you have to role play. Role play. What are you gonna role play? Well, you should have them serve you. And when they are serving you, are they performing the steps of service? The steps of service is not only to bring a drink and take the order, but also to introduce menu items. How are they gonna go about that? Well, there are certain things that can be said that are going to introduce menu items much more effectively. Case in point, if someone goes to the table and says, hey, is anyone opposed to having a drink today? And they're like, no. All right, well, let me tell you about this and this and this and this and this. And you have them document 5 things that you either want them to push or that they have already said are their favorite items. Those are the choices. Either you are going to give your servers exactly what you want them to sell and how to sell it, or you're gonna say, here's my suggestion. I need to hear your preferences as well, and then communicate that you approve what they prefer. So, everything on your menu, you should be okay with them being highly passionate about. If you particularly want them to push one item, you need to script it out and then give the guardrails of how to sell this. So, you've seen this at Chili's. Everyone's seen it at Chili's. Hey, can I start you off with some Presidente margaritas? They want to sell those Presidente margaritas, so that's a part of the script. If you want them to just sell anything, hey, who here loves this beer? This random beer that they might be stoked about. That's how they're gonna sell alcohol out the gate. If you do not sell alcohol or do not want them pushing alcohol, there's something else in the mix, whether it's appetizers, upsells, desserts, all those things are on the table, right? If you don't give them scripting and don't have this expectation, then you're gonna have the 1 out of 10 servers who just are capitalistic by nature, who does it, and you're gonna be like, why can't you be like this person? And the other 9 people are gonna be like, I showed up, I got the order, what do you want from me? That's natural, that's normal. They're not trying to climb the corporate ladder, they're trying to exist. Convince them through operational awareness that that is not enough. You are not hired to exist, you are hired to give experience and to present options. Keep in mind what I said there, present options, not, hey, buy Presidente margaritas because we need to sell them. That is not selling, that is mandates. Selling is not about selling, it's about, hey, I love the new Nothing's Left beer. It's super good, super clean. We're the only ones that have it. If you guys wanna try it, I think you'll dig it. That's me saying, hey, I'm your Sherpa to flavor country. Do you want to come aboard? Let me guide you on this magical path of flavor. If that's their vibe, where they're like, I like this, I really like this, but that is so much better when you add a little X to it. Now I'm like, oh, really? Huh, that's cool. That's how you sell or upsell. Beyond that, they gotta actually be stoked to work there, right? So when you role play with these servers, which you're gonna do if you care about your sales and exceptional service, if they go to the table, hello, I am Tom. How can I take your order? Okay, Tom, you got the script right. Let's, a little bit. Hi, I'm Tom. How can I take your order? Okay, that was good, Tom. Let's try it again and really talk to me like I'm your friend. Hi, I'm Tom. How you guys doing? My name's Tom. Your name is what? They'll be nervous. That's okay. Maybe they start laughing. That's okay. This is why you role play. Get the giggles out of them. This is work. This is on purpose, because what happens on the field of play is a representation of what happened at practice. And if you don't have practice, you're sending your players out onto the field without ever talking about how to run a play. That's what it is to run a restaurant effectively. You gotta have a little bit of practice, and that's what role playing is. Now, to role play at that level, it helps if they have product knowledge. That should have been accomplished during training, but if you have new items, then you need to have an ongoing training program. The easiest way to do this is to document the new item and then to communicate it to the staff through a notification or through daily shift meetings. Hey, today, before we start the shift, we have these 5 new items. This is this, this is this, this is this, this is what's interesting about it. Now you tell me what it is. We have a new fish, it's the halibut. It comes with a demi-glaze. Okay, now sell it to me. Well, today we have the halibut, and it's really special because it's got this really unique demi-glaze. All right, great. I trust you know how to sell this item. Next person. Again, knowledge, and then giving back with passion. If they can do that with you, theoretically they can do it at the table. And that assumes you watch them at the table and verify they did it, and then give them a data boy. You did great. That was awesome. I loved how you did that, and you got the sale. Cool, because this is how you turn your servers seeking the carrot instead of, you didn't do that right, don't do it bad again, which is stick. People work harder for carrot than they do stick and just avoiding getting in trouble. Because if you just seek to get them in trouble when they do it wrong, when you ain't there, they ain't working at all. The fundamentals of exceptional service are gonna come through server sequence. Again, this goes back to training. If you do not have a good training and you have a bunch of staff, you would be better served to close for a few days and do a deep dive on all things service, all things server sequence, all things upselling and product knowledge than to keep operating at this mid-level. Truly, I've seen it happen and I know it to be true. If you are just stagnant, you gotta cut it off and start fresh. You would be surprised how effective 6 hours of dedicated work with a team can do. The first week will be, all right, what is this? The second week will be, all right, I'm getting good. The third week will be, I'm killing this, let's go. Once your staff becomes comfortable with a proper server sequence and exceptional suggestive selling, they won't feel like they're selling at all. They'll feel like they're just having fun with the customer, which is the goal. Now, how can you verify it gets done? Not only watch them at the table, not only role play, but also have a server card. On a server card, on one side of a card that could fit inside their check presenter, you are gonna have all the scripting that you want them to say that you would say if you were at the table, which is your favorite drink, your favorite appetizer, your favorite dessert, and the exact way to sell it and when to sell it. On the reverse side of the card, I want you to have it just like that, but have blanks, almost like it's Mad Libs, for them to fill out their favorite and for them to fill out their best descriptor. But if you want them to sell it at a particular time in the server sequence, you could document that in the card. If you want to know more details about how to do that, get with me in Unsliced, fill it out, get unsliced.com, the application, it's stupid easy. I'll talk to you and make sure you're set up for success, but this is the way. So a server card, role playing, ongoing training, great onboarding, server sequence awareness, and suggestive selling that doesn't feel forced is how you're going to take that average ticket up and up and up. And if you found value in this, and I think that you did, follow me, like it, comment your situation below, and if nothing else, just enjoy the video, tell a friend, and if this is for you, apply below at getunsliced.com. Let's get you out of your rut, up-leveling your life, your restaurant, your brand, and your staff together.